Dennis, the sun's going down. Is that an opportunity missed today for you?
Well, look, it's an opportunity missed, but you know, before we went today, we'd won 7 out of 8, so we've had lots of opportunities gained. So I think we've got to not reflect too much on the disappointment of losing today, but rejoice more on all the great wins that we've had leading up to this to get in the position we're in. You know, we're really disappointed to lose today, but in the first half we should have put the game to bed. It's not like we've come here and put in a bad performance. We had 3 or 4 absolute sitters in the first half that we haven't took, and if we'd have took them, then that would have been out of sight before they even scored. So, you know, their main opportunities came when we're gambling so much to try and get back into the game, and Fab made some great saves, but if we'd have been 2 or 3 up, them chances would have arrived.
It's hard to win away. 2 out of the top 7 have done it this weekend, all away from home. And you've got to take your chances when they come along. You've already reflected on it, and they're big moments in games.
Yeah, it was, you know, 3 minutes in, Lewis Hilliard, I mean, people see it on the video, you know, he's ghosted in there, he's got an open goal, and he's had a poor connection, it's gone wide. Then Kane Felix, you know, Jazz has made an uncharacteristic mistake and not picked the ball up, and it's gone through his legs, and it left Kane with an open goal, and he just rolled it wide of the post. It was incredible. I mean, that would have been 2-0 up 20 minutes in, and would have had everything to play for. We could have kept a good shape, and I'm sure would have stifled them and not lost the game. But as soon as you give away the first goal, then they can now sit in, have numbers in defence, and it's hard for us, and then they can just play with the 3 people up there and keep catches on the counter-attack. So it then becomes really difficult to break down, but we should have scored first, we never did, and we paid the price.
And when you are 1-0 down, that's probably when you miss somebody like Dale Southwell the most, when there's probably going to be few chances and you really need to take one.
Yeah, well, I mean, he would have took one of them ones in the first half. If any of them chances would have fell to him, he'd have took one of them. But, you know, it's not to be today. We've had a fantastic run, and we'll move on to the next game. You know, we've got 13 games, and we'll try and win, 13 games. If we can't, we'll win as many as we can to put Solio and all the others under pressure. But, you know, we're in a real strong position, obviously, to make the playoffs. But we wanted to keep it going to still have a chance at the title. And before today's game, we had a great chance of, taking Solio all the way. And now, if they win next week, it will look big because it'll be 8 points with 1 game in hand if they win. So losing today makes that gap really big if they win next week. So that's the disappointing thing, not taking advantage today.
And February's going to be frustrating for you. Very stop-start, 2 blank weekends, admittedly a midweek game in there, but only 3 games, and seems quite a while now until you play again.
Yeah, it's only 2 weeks, we'll train and, we're getting back ready. We've done it before and we won the last game. So we'll just keep on going, we'll train, the spirit's good here. We've lost 1 game of football in a long time, it seems. So we're in a really good position, and I don't think we've got to mope too much about losing today, because we won 7 out of 8 going into today, which is quite remarkable. So even a run of winning 7 out of 9, that's 21 points out of 27. So we've been on a good run. I'm not going to be too downbeat today. They've given it everything. We haven't took the chances, as simple as that. And when we had the wind and the slope in our favour first half, when we was dominant, we hadn't took the chances, and they've took their chance and won the game second half.
And is Dale somebody that you hope to have back for the Stalybridge game?
Well, of course, it'll be a massive boost. I'm sure he'll certainly be back for the Stalybridge game, but he'd been out for 5 or 6 weeks, so he's going to need games under his belt. But he'll certainly be back available. There's no question about that. So that'll be a big plus for our group, obviously, because Dale's been our main goal scorer now for nearly 2 seasons.